Well, hello. It's Friday, y'all, and I've just got in from town, and I took some of these Simply potatoes out of the freezer because I'm gonna tell y'all this damn storm might make us all in the dark for a few days. It might knock our water off. So I'm trying to get Mom and I prepared uh, for the worst scenario. That's always best. I always say, plan on the worst, and if it's better than the worst, then you've done good. So that's what I'm doing. I got old chicken out that my brother brought me. I'm going to get a piece of wax paper because I don't like putting stuff on my board. You know, poultry and stuff, I don't really care about it. So, let me get this old chicken out of here. An old dance chicken, his old butt and his old head been just lopped off. Poor old thing. He looks kind of pathetic, don't he? He's been plucked, and I don't know if we want to put him. We could dance with him, I guess. We could dance. Mama's got the Charleston on in there. We could dance with the turkey. The chicken. I washed him all real good and scrubbed him, gave him a bath and massaged his skin, and cause that's what makes it good. If you're gonna bake a chicken or a turkey, I always put fat up under that skin. I always massage it. Makes good baked turkey, but I don't want to bake a chicken. Sorry. They're both birds, One's just smaller than the other. So, let me rinse my hands off. Now, I've got to decide what to do about this. So, I don't know yet. I do not know yet. I'm trying to get this stuff all cleaned up. So, when I decide, I'll be back. Well, I guess I'll just cut him up. Let me get my knife. Get my knife sharpened. Okay, I rinsed my knife off. Now I'm just going to go up under that leg and get that cut off there. Let me get a pot. Let's get a jelly pot. Let's just use a jelly pot. I'm going to put skin and all on that because I do not. You can cut down here, or you can cut just the leg off. It doesn't matter. Most of the time I just cut it and break that off. Get these little things done. Let's pop that bone off there if you don't. Old wings. Them old wings. I never liked too much about cutting up chicken, but it has to be done, My grandmother, she could just cut a chicken up in her sleep, I'm not that good as they were because, Lord, they's giving, they was killing chickens every day. So, I'm not that good. at all. You have to be careful, you'll cut yourself. You really will. Cut yourself, and then what would you do? Okay. Now, I don't want that old, that's the back, and I don't really like that portion right there too much. But it's okay, it's just, I don't care for it. The butt, I don't like that butt. So, I may just not cook the butt. You know what I mean? I guess it's okay. Now those of you who can't watch this, I'm sorry. Just turn it off or fast forward. I'm cutting his butt off. His tail. Let's go out a little bit. I don't want that on my food. Not that it's dirty. But it's just the idea. It's just the idea of it. You know, it's just the idea of it. Now this you could bake. See, I could take that breast and bake that down. Let me get the old tail out of here. I don't know if I want to bake this, because this will make quite a bit of dumplings and chickens and all that. I guess I could go ahead and just take this here, instead of this kind of a weird way to cut this, but I thought if I can get that breast, get the breast off there, then I won't have to cook so much. But I need to just go ahead and cook it, I guess. Yeah, I guess I do. Then I can make my chicken stock out of this. So I'll just stick it in there and cook it. Might as well. We don't need to keep all that other stuff. Let me get this kind of cleaned up. Get my hands. Of course, you gotta wash your hands with some good soap and get that chicken off of there. Dancing chicken. I've met a few people who look about like that old chicken dancing. Get out there and get a few drinks in them at the clubs. And there they go, dancing like that old chicken. Thought they was beautiful, thought they could dance. I'm not much better. Yeah, I'm not much of one to cut up a chicken. I'm not that good at it. Never wanted to be. But sometimes Mama, she can cut it up in her sleep. She's tried to show me, and I've done as good as you saw me. Wow, so on that chicken, I'm just going to put me some garlic powder. Not a lot, just so that put a little salt, so that my chicken stock will have some flavor. I'll put pepper. We'll just let that sit there and get that old chicken a cooking. We've got enough water in there, and then put some celery in there. You gotta put a little celery seeds. That gives it a good flavor. Then you can, depends on, this poultry seasoning is very good, and I use it occasionally. But since I can't use all that salt, then I just put a little bit more stuff in it. Now that's got your sage and all that, but it'll give that chicken stock a good flavor. So I hope that all of y'all have gotten your groceries bought. You got your cat gas. I'm going to just go through a list. Well, not a list, but what I did. I went and got the car gassed up because you never know when your house electricity is going to go off. You might need that car to run for a little while to charge your phone or to keep warm. Because if Mother and I got cold, we've got a big old heater there by the fireplace, and the fireplace don't work. It leaks gas, so I turned it off. It's one of those, I could build a fire in there, but I'm not so sure the chimneys probably needs to be cleaned out after all these years. I don't know. I'm going to put just some butter in that, just because I want to. It's going to have enough fat, but everything I do, I put butter in. Probably not good for me all the time, but that's okay too. Okay, I got the big cutting board wrench, and have y'all used this? I just bought this because my friend, my sister bought it home. This Dawn Platinum Plus Power Wash dish spray. It's kind of hard with no teeth to pronounce that. It's a grease cleaning 5 times. You know, I don't like using a bunch of stuff, but I thought I'm going to try that because when you cook poultry and all that kind of stuff, let me wash my knife. You know, I don't like contaminating stuff, and I thought, well, let me see if I can use this. It might be pretty good. Plus, I took out some ham this morning. This is just a ham bone to thaw out because I thought I need to use it, and if the power goes out, which we might have, some sandwiches, you know, some ham sandwiches. You can't go wrong with ham sandwiches. Boy, Mom's got that Charleston and everything else going in there. She likes watching that little boy that plays the piano. I'm going to get me a little mat there to just see what this ham looks like, because I don't know. Looks pretty good. Have to cut through all that, but that's some good ham pieces. That's one of those cure whatever hams that's spiral cut, and I just took it off the bone, you know, because I thought there's no sense in wasting it, because we don't need all that. But now you can cut a lot on there. Still a lot. Still a lot of ham on that bone. Just have to wheel your knife around that. Try to cut off all you can. If you're going to make sandwiches or chopped ham salad, you know, which we may do. I don't want all that fat in there. But we'll have enough. Let me look here. It's kind of hard to tell because I don't remember how I cut this. I think we'll just pull that ligament off there. And that's going to have to be boiled down, because that wouldn't be bad. If I didn't have that chicken, I'd boil this down too. You know what? Wonder how much I think that would overflow that though. I could get a different pot. Let me rinse my hands. I don't need that much broth and stuff, but I just hate wasting anything, y'all. I really do. Hate wasting anything. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get my Instapot, the pot part of it, my Insta container, and I'm going to set that till I can figure out this here. Because that's got quite a bit of good ham on it. See? Some good ham. And make good ham salad sandwiches. Now Mother's got on Bob Barker. The Price is Right with Bob Barker. She likes watching Bob Barker. So these that I can't use in the ham salad, I'm going to put in that pot. Get this old fat off there. You don't want all that damn old fat on there because too much. But it's okay for your pot. You know. It's okay for your pot. I made some good ham pieces. There's still more on there if I wanted to, but I've got this chicken going. I've got that. Gosh, I've got too much stuff going, but I needed to cook all this. You know. That old chicken's starting to bubble, so I'm going to turn him down. And I'm going to get the lid and stick it on him. Okay, I got my, I buy these lids that I go to the garage sales or anything like that, I won't wash it. I buy them, I get extra lids because you never know. Like that jelly pot, I've got the lid, but God knows where it is. I don't have no idea. It's here, but I can't ever find nothing, y'all. I guess I'm just getting side-minded. And poor Mother, I think her brain is better than mine. Her being 93-year-old. That's all right, though. I'm going to turn that to about a 6, I guess. Now, I can put that on that back burner. Let's go ahead and move that back there and get it. That'll sit back there and do its own thing, won't it? Then I could get this. This might be good for some, I just don't want to waste it, y'all. I do not want to waste this. I don't want to make beans. I don't know any other thing to do to get that meat off of it, but to put water on it and render it down, I guess. I've got my water filter here. I'm going to use this water out of my sink, but I put a new filter on it, and it takes all that old chlorine out. Let me just put my Instapot on there and get that ham. Get it kind of rendered down too. There's no sense in not trying to render it down. Alright, so y'all can see I'm going to pull my pot over here. And I'm going to just flip that chicken over. Get on your back, chicky chick. You get on your back. See, that's already cooking. Already getting close to done. You get on your back, little chickie. Now, we'll go ahead and let that cook some more. Shouldn't take long. Now we've got this one going. We're going to have so much going, we don't know who we are or where we came from. Then I really wish y'all were here to eat with us because I've got too much stuff. But into that ham pot, I'm going to take a couple of these garden onions. And I'm gonna, let me get my ham out of the way. Lord, don't let your ham get in the way. I hate when that happens. We're just gonna cut our onions. Nice, so we get that old hull off there. I guess that it's cold outside. That winds are blowing. I didn't know if I was going to get back from the store. There's so much traffic. Y'all cannot believe the traffic. The gas lines were, it's the main thoroughfares, you know, the gas stations, filling stations. It was hard. There were a couple lines, or 3. But now where I went, it wasn't too bad to try and get the car gas. Then I noticed something. Looked like it's leaking out of the car. I don't know what. I think it's condensation. I'm just going to cut these in pretty good larger chunks. Always when I'm making ham, broth or soup or anything with noodles or whatever, I always put some good onions in it. I'll just cut them like that, and we're going to put them in our ham pot. That'll make a good, the chicken will make good chicken and dumplings or anything you want, because you can use that, but that ham, you're going to have to make something kind of like a soup, ham soup or something. That'll cook that off that bone. Get that flavor down. There's nothing like good ham soup. You know, I clean this board 500 times a day. Seems like when I'm in the kitchen or cooking. That's all you can do is just clean it up as you go, and then you don't have to worry about it later. Now I've still got this ham here, remember? So what we can do, I'm just looking at this and thinking, I can make us some good ham salad sandwiches for our lunch. This can be for this ice storm. This will be our ice storm party menu over here. So I'll chop this in the chopper. I'll go ahead and let this cook. Do our ham. Just turn it a little bit. I can give it a knife under it. Flip that over, say. Maybe. I just can't get a hold of it. There we go. Now that's going to cook on down there. So that's what we're doing right now. That little chicken is cooking down there, see? Let's check it. Check our chicken. Now you can see that's going to be done. You don't want it. That's already done. Getting right there. But see, once, look at all that good chicken broth. Let me pull this over to y'all. See. Look at all that good chicken broth. See all that good chicken broth down in there? That's what you want. Don't have all those old byproducts and all that sodium and crap that you get at the store. You know, you pay $1, $2, $2.50, $3 for a box of chicken broth, and a hen you can buy for about $5. And if you do it this way, you're going to save. Plus, you're going to save your health. Because that old box stuff is terrible, terrible. So we're going to just turn that chicken off. We're going to put a lid back on him. So let him sit there and do what he wants to do. Our ham is working right here. We've got that going. Let me turn that bright light off so y'all can see what I'm doing. Now I got my ham, my onions and my ham there. I use a knife about most of the time to try to. So we're just going to let that sit there and cook. And I'm going to get this ham. I'm going to put this in my chopper. Because that's going to be easy. That's going to be easy peasy today. We're going to put that in there. We're going to chop that. We're going to chop that in our Farberware chopper. And then I'll be back. You know, I got in my cupboard and I had, these were just 3 different packages that I had put a rubber band around of beans. I thought, I need to cook those dang beans. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this off later. Let it get that boil. I'm going to put these and let them soak overnight. Then tomorrow I'll make, or the next day, I'll strain this out and use this liquid for my beans. But what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to put some baking soda, about a tablespoon, in my beans. And I'm just going to soak them on with some hot water out of the tap through my filter. Now y'all, this video today is not very instructional. It's just visit, talk, whatever. I'm going to try to go live this weekend. I think the internet fiber optics have been laid. I haven't been told for sure, but now I had already picked these beans out, as they say. I always pick them out and wash them and do all that before I put them back in the bag. I make sure my beans are washed and picked, then I put them back in one of these bags. Not that one, but one of my Ziploc bags. So I know those are done and picked. Now see, this is just a boiling. Getting all that ham off there. And the flavor, doesn't matter if you get a lot of ham off of it or not. There's going to be good flavor in that, no matter what, you know. Then after that cools, I'll take my knife and I'll scrape the bone and get this off of there. I just want to make sure I've got it enough. Okay, back at the ranch, here we go. I chopped the ham. Okay, I've got the ham chopped. Let me get the Farberware deal out of the way. And I've got to get us some I'm gonna take some bread and I'm gonna toast this whole wheat bread. I'm about to starve to death, y'all. I didn't eat breakfast. I got up and I went. That's unusual for me, and I shouldn't do it. But I went down to. I'll make Mother and I both a sandwich out of this. So I'm going to toast 4 breads. I'm going to put that in the toaster. So I went down to a little food thing, pantry deal. Went to the Dollar General. Went to 2 or 3 other things. And I took a little neighbor person. And she wasn't home. So I thought, well, I'll try it later, I guess. You know. You never know what's going to happen between here and there. So that's okay too. Okay. Now then, let me get some hot water, put in this. Well, we're going to try this spray. Let's try this dish spray. It says don't put, that's pink, so I don't know if you can see that. I've got the ham in there. That said don't, it just says squirt this, so that's what we're doing, squirting it. Let's see how it works. You know me, if I don't like something, I'll tell you. Okay. I didn't have any pickles to put in here because I don't need the salt, but a little bit won't hurt. But I did have the green tomato and watermelon rind and stuff that I put up last year. I had 1 more bottle of those. So, oh, there we go. Now that's watermelon rind there. You don't need a lot of this. That's an onion. I wash my hands. So I've got, that's green tomato there. So you got watermelon rind and green tomato and red peppers and garlic. Now I'm going to tell you, that's salty. That'll make you swell up like a bear. Even people that don't have sodium trouble, you have to be careful. So I'll put that back in the icebox now. And I'm just going to chop that. See that? Chop it up. Don't want a lot of it. I see Mom can eat that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bowl and I'm going to take me some of this ham out of that right there. That'll be enough for 1 sandwich. Then I'm going to take this I'm going to put just a little bit in mine. I'm talking about minute, just a little minute. So I'm going to mix that in her ham salad. I've got my ham salad. Rinse off the board. Oh, that ham. Well, you can smell that. You can smell that old good ham cooking there. Alright. So now we've got that cleaned off. Let me turn that bone again. There. See, that's starting to come off of there. Alright, now then. I'm going to use this Brahms mayonnaise because I don't have any Dukes right now. So that's all right. One of the kitties, they don't want to like it, but it's cold out there. I won't hardly let them out. They put a little dollop in mine, put a little dollop in hers, or that. Let me get the big spoon out. And I'll just get a regular spoon. We'll just mix that in like that. Now you want to put some celery seed in that. Pepper. Don't need salt. Put a little pepper in mine. A little celery seed. Okay. So that's some good ham salad right there. See there? Mix this up. It's hard to mix in that little bowl. But we'll get it done, I'll bet you. You can serve this on little tortillas. You can serve it on toast. You know, ham salad's really good. So there, we got the Jean's ham salad done. Without all the salt. Got Mother's ham salad. Now I'm going to borrow my lid and I'm going to put it right here on this. That'll calm that down so you can hear me better. Plus, it will help that to finish. Now then, let me get us some bread. Let me get us our bread. Okay, I got our breads. Breads are toasted. We're going to use paper plates. Not paper, but these. We'll use these today. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and just turn that ham off because it's about to have a conniption fit down in that pot. It just wants to blow up or get out, or I don't have time to mess with it. Alright, now then. See, you hear that? There. Let me get a fork and get that turned around there. Now that's going to make some good red beans later. I forgot to put a little mustard in this, but that's fine. We're going to do it just like this. We're going to pack that down onto that bread. We're just going to pack that down. Let's take a little more. There we go. Now, let me get into the refrigerator. I'm going to open my big. This cat wants to eat all the time. That's Mother's cat. It's a black and white, beautiful kitty. Wants to eat all the time. But I don't feed it all the time. See, we still got this spinach, y'all remember. We're going to use some of that today. We're going to use that. We're just going to put some leaves onto our sandwich, just like that. After you wash it, make sure you wash it. Sometimes you'll have to take those little deals off because they're kind of tough, especially for people that doesn't have any teeth. So we'll just put that on there. I can't remember how my bread was laid. So you gotta go this way, Billie Jean. Now, let me get my serrated knife. Get my serrated knife. Sometimes if your bread don't want to sit on there, I'll put a little dab of more dressing on it. Mayonnaise. Just a little dab on your bread. Like that. Put a little dab. Use it kind of glue. Get you some glue. This cat's about to drive me to drink, and I don't even drink. But that's just the way it is. I don't like all cats and stuff in my kitchen, but there's nothing I can do, y'all. My mother, now I'll put that on a fresh plate. I think what I'm going to do, though, since it's for Mother, we're going to cut it in triangles. Well, pieces. I don't think there's too much triangle about it. That one is. That one's a rectangle. That one is a... I don't know, it'll be alright. So there's her little sandwich. Got that taken care of. And you know what she wants? I'll tell you what I bet she'll want. She loves potato chips. Now I've got these Cheetos that my grandmother adored. And my mother adores them, but I bought this Food Club potato chips. And I'm opening the bag because they are really good potato chips. They've got too much salt. I don't eat them. No, I don't. So don't think I do, because I don't. There, we've got a little light lunch. A little ladies' luncheonette. That's what we're going to have there. So I'll make mine. I'll give hers to her. All right, I came back. I took Mother her plate, and she was excited. She said, "Oh, that sounds so good." I said, "Well, I hope it does." Now let me get mine. I'm going to put my ham salad without the salt, without the green tomato, and all that sodium. I'm going to spread that onto this. But I'm going to put, now these, I'm taking those little stems off. I love using spinach like this because it's so good and it's good for you. I made Mother the coleslaw the other day. I didn't show y'all, but I put blueberries in it, and what you can do with a salad or anything. I'm going to go ahead and cut mine in just half, just like that. I heard my baby, the one that y'all see, he'll take off and it sounds like I don't know, he gets his motor running and he'll skid he gets his legs going and he flies through this kitchen like you wouldn't believe. I mean, he gets it going. I said, "Baby, if you don't slow down, they're going to give you a speeding ticket." He said, "Oh, no, the cops know me." I said, "Well, all right. Keep it up." I love that little cat. I really do. When that old possum brought him up, I thought his little baby possum. But y'all heard this, but I'm going to tell it again. I saw that he didn't have, but one of his little eyes was put out. And it broke my heart just a little further. So, he was tiny, about like that. I caught him, and he would just growl, meow, meow, and his little face would just grimace. but he knew that I was trying to take care of him. So he was wild, and he had some of the darndest claws you ever seen. And I never have cut them, because I don't want to mess with him, make him mad at me. There's no sense in all that. So I just let him do what he wants to do. And I'm trying to, that does pretty good, that Dawn, whatever the hell it is, Dawn dish soap stuff. Seems like it does clean the dishes a little better than, so I'm still going to scrub my dishes. I can't stand not to. Just the way I am. Alright, let me get my little sandwich out of the way for a little bit. Just a little bit. I know this is probably going to be the most boring video you've ever seen in your life, but every time I don't film, y'all say, well, if we don't know that you're not doing well, just film whatever you're doing at home and we'll watch it. Well, if y'all watch this, y'all really need some attention, and I'm here to give it to you. Or y'all give it to me. But we're just getting ready for the storm. And see that really cooked down. And it's still too hot to grate that bone, as I call it. It's still too hot to try to, let's look at it and see. It's hot. Look at that hot. See, that's still got a little meat on it, but it's done better than I thought. Yeah, it's done better than I thought. See that? I'll grate that off. Get a fork and just kind of, but I'm going to tell you, this juice, this ham stock is going to be, I mean, you can't cook any better than this right here. Now, that's your ham stock, and we're going to set that over there and let that cool off, and I'll get the meat off the bone, and then I'll let it sit in a cool place, and that grease will come to the top, and then I'll skim that off, then I'll put my beans in it that are going to swell up overnight. And now let's look at old Chicky Chick. Let's see what old Chicky Chick looks like. Let me not drip everything everywhere. Let's see what that old chicken looks like. See, there's that old chicken. See, that'd come out just about right, because now, see, it's just falling off the bone, kinda. But see, we could have made chicken salad. You can do so much with these different things. See, look at that old chicken leg there. I don't mind putting it on my board after it's been cooked. But that's just, oh, it's hot, 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 hot. That's just falling off the bone. Look at it. You just kind of get that. That's some good chicken. That'll make some good chicken and dumplings. See there? That's some good chicken. Let me taste it. See them, that little bit of spices just takes that over the top. And look at all that chicken broth that we've got. Lord, we've got. Now you can put that in your containers and freeze that, and you'll have natural chicken broth. But I don't have a lot of salt, so y'all have to do your own thing with that. But I buy these little Knorr packets, I got my Giovanni Rana noodles. I'll make, probably this, I'll go ahead and make dumplings, homemade dumplings for it. Might use biscuits. Depends on how I feel, y'all. But I'm feeling a lot better after that B12 shot. That iron infusion might kill me. One of my followers messaged me this morning, told me that her sister had this same. She messaged Jesse and said that her sister it never killed her. The different iron infusions. And her name's Sheila. And she's my friend from, a follower and friend, her and her husband from Arkansas. Well, she's messaged me over the months, and we've become talkative. And she's the one that her little grandson, we prayed so diligently for, and he became well. But she said her sister had such terrible luck with iron infusion. Finally, she asked the name of it, and finally she said that's the first one they gave her also, and it like killed her. So see, that iron infusion, whatever brand of iron that is, I think they give you anybody that the first one. But there's so many, I just can't understand how insurance companies would, and the doctors wouldn't try to get through that insurance situation before they ever start. Because y'all, that's the worst time in my life I've ever felt. And so she said, well, they started her sister on the same one. Well, if they do that to everybody, I wonder there's not people that have passed away, because that just became detrimental with that toxic shock syndrome or whatever I had. I mean, it's got to have killed people. So just because it's the lowest price iron, they start you off on that. Then you have to graduate to the next, then the next, just because of the insurance companies. I think that is so sad. So she told me to hang in there, because, you know, after that bad of a reaction and stuff, I didn't really feel like continuing. Even if I needed the iron and I'm only at 8%, I just didn't feel like that it was worth it. I mean, I know I need the iron. Yes, I do. But to go through what I went through, I was at death's door. So I don't know. I'm gonna talk to the cancer center, see what they have to say about why and this and that. And I'm doing a lot of research on my own. But that's enough about that. And I'm going to get me a glass of milk, and I'm going to eat my sandwich. I've got Mother her sandwich. We got our chicken done. We've got our ham ready for our beans. We're ready for the snow and ice. And I'll come on and do videos, because I don't have nowhere to go like I do any other time. But this time, you know, I can't run to the store when this 5 foot of snow or whatever, ice or whatever they're predicting. I'll be here with right here, and I'll be here with y'all, and y'all will be home with me. So God bless you. God bless us. Got to get this kitchen cleaned up. Wish y'all was here to have some ham salad, chicken, or whatever we got. God bless you. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.